Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning English Practical, the podcast that makes mastering English both practical and enjoyable. I'm your host, Anna, and I'm joined today by my co-host, Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Anna, and hello to all our listeners. It's fantastic to be here with you all for another episode.
Ben, you look particularly excited today.
I'm really looking forward to today's topic. It's super relevant and useful for everyone.
Excellent. So, Ben, are you ready to get started?
I'm absolutely ready. Today, we're tackling a very common question. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, that's a perfect topic. We hear that question everywhere in interviews, at networking events, or just when meeting new friends.
Exactly. And even though it's so common, it can sometimes be tricky to know exactly what to say and how to structure a great answer.
Well, in this episode, we're going to break it down and make it simple and stress-free. So, where should we begin? Ben, why don't you kick things off for us? Tell me about yourself.
So, what's your name?
Well, my name is Anna. It's lovely to meet you, Ben.
And it's great to meet you too, Anna. So, next question. Where are you from? That's always an interesting one.
Good question. I'm from Canada, originally from a place near Toronto.
Canada. Wonderful. I'm from the United States myself and I grew up in Chicago.
The United States. Very cool. So, do you live in a big city like Chicago now?
I live in a smaller town now. I really enjoy it. It's much more peaceful and quiet. What about you, Anna? Are you in a big city?
Yes, I live right in Toronto. It's always busy and can be quite noisy, but I absolutely love the energy. There's always something happening.
That's fantastic. So we have a small town perspective and a big city perspective. Very different, but both great.
Exactly. It gives our listeners different viewpoints. So, do you live in a house or an apartment there in your quiet town?
I live in a small house. The best part is that it has a little garden in the back. I'm trying to grow some flowers.
A garden. I am a bit jealous. I love gardens. But in the city, I live in an apartment.
Is it a big apartment?
No, not at all. It's a small apartment, but it's cozy and has great light, which I need. I really like it.
Okay, so we've covered name, where we're from, and where we live. What should we talk about next?
How about we talk about what we do? But first, a lighter one. How old are you, Ben? Only if you want to share, of course.
No problem at all. I'm 28 years old.
28? Awesome. You are hitting your prime.
I hope so. And you, Anna, how old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
25. A wonderful age. Full of energy and possibilities.
Thank you. I like to think so too. Okay, now for the bigger question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, what do you do, Ben? What is your job?
I am a teacher. It's my true calling.
Of course, it makes perfect sense since you're here on the Learning English Practical podcast.
Exactly. I'm an English teacher. I genuinely love my job. Helping people communicate better is so rewarding.
That's truly wonderful. It really is a great profession.
Thank you. And what about you, Anna? What do you do?
Right now, I'm a student.
What are you studying?
I study art. I've always loved to draw and paint, so I decided to pursue it formally.
That is so cool. Do you enjoy your studies?
Yes, I love it. It's incredibly fun and allows me to be creative every single day.
I can definitely see that. Your creative energy is contagious. So, we have an art student and an English teacher. What a perfect team for an English podcast.
It's a great combination. I think our different backgrounds will help us connect with all kinds of learners. Now, let's get into our main topic and break down how to answer "Tell me about yourself" in different situations.
We have covered our names, where we're from, age, and jobs. What else can we talk about to build a full introduction?
Let's talk about family. I think it's a great topic because many people like to share about their family.
Okay. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have one brother. His name is Tom.
How old is he?
He's 29 years old.
So he's just 1 year older than me. That's cool.
What about you, Ben? Any siblings?
I have one sister. Her name is Sarah.
Sarah, that's a beautiful name. Is she older or younger?
She's younger than me. And actually, she's a student, just like you.
Really? What does she study?
She studies music. She's been playing the piano since she was a child. And she's really talented.
A music student and an art student. That's so creative.
Yes, my family is quite creative. My mother is actually a writer.
A writer. That is amazing. What does your father do?
My father is a doctor.
A doctor. Wow, that's a wonderful and demanding profession. You have a very nice family.
Thank you. Now, tell me about your parents. What do they do?
Well, my mother is also a teacher, like you. But she teaches little children in the elementary school.
That is such an important job, shaping young minds.
Yes, she loves it, and my father is a chef. He works in a restaurant downtown.
A chef? Now I'm jealous. Does he cook for you at home?
Whenever he can. The food is always delicious.
That is so cool. I'm definitely a little envious of that.
So, we've talked about family. Now, how about pets? I feel like many people connect over their pets.
I love that topic. I'm a big animal person. Do you have a pet, Anna?
Yes, I do. I have a cat.
We are a bit different now. I am a dog person. So, what does she look like?
She's black and white, and she has a very quiet, calm personality. To be honest, she's very, very sleepy.
A sleepy cat. That sounds about normal for a cat.
Yes, she sleeps all day. I think she has a better life than I do. So, Ben, we've covered the basics, but to really get to know someone, I think we should talk about our favorite things. It makes a conversation more personal and fun.
That's a fantastic idea. Okay, where should we start? How about hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, as an art student, you can probably guess that I love to draw and paint. But besides that, I'm actually a big reader. I love getting lost in a good novel, especially fantasy or historical fiction.
Reading. I wouldn't have guessed that. What a great hobby. For me, my main hobby is hiking. Living in a small town means I'm close to some beautiful trails. It helps me clear my head. And I also love cooking, even though I'm not nearly as good as your father.
I am sure that you are a great cook. Okay, next category, favorite animals. We already know we're a cat person and a dog person. But is a dog your favorite animal, Ben?
Dogs are my cup of tea. They are so loyal. My dog, Max, is a golden retriever, and he's the embodiment of happiness. What about you? Are cats your ultimate favorite?
Absolutely yes. Cats are my favorite for their independence and grace. But I also have a soft spot for pandas. They're just so clumsy and cute.
Pandas, okay. That is great. Now, let's talk about music. This is a big one. What kind of music do you like, Anna?
My taste is pretty varied because when I paint, I often listen to instrumental or classical music. It helps me focus. But when I'm just relaxing or cooking, I love indie folk music. Artists like Birdie or the Papercuts. How about you?
That is so cool. I'm more of a jazz and blues guy. There's something about the soulfulness of a saxophone or a smooth voice that I just love. But I also have a secret playlist full of 80s pop music for when I need a boost of energy.
80s pop? Now I'm curious. We might need to do a music swap episode one day. Alright, final round. Simple favorites. What's your favorite color?
Easy. It's blue, all shades, but especially the color of the sky on a clear summer day. It feels calm and open. Yours?
Mine has to be a warm, sunny yellow. It's just so happy and full of energy. Okay, favorite food. And you can't say everything.
If I have to choose, I'd say a perfectly grilled steak with roasted vegetables. It's my ultimate comfort meal. You?
For me, it's sushi. I could eat it every day. It's light, fresh, and feels like a treat.
Wonderful. So, we have a reader and a hiker, a cat lover and a dog lover, indie folk and jazz, yellow and blue, sushi and steak.
Okay, Ben, let's switch gears and talk about some things we don't like. It can be just as revealing. Let's start with movies. Is there a movie genre you just can't get into?
That's easy for me. I really don't like horror movies. I just don't see the appeal of being scared on purpose. I'd much rather watch a good comedy or a documentary. How about you?
I totally understand that. For me, it's the opposite. I find slow-paced, political dramas really hard to sit through. They just put me to sleep. I need a story that grabs me emotionally.
That's fair. Now, how about food? Is there any food you absolutely dislike?
Oh, yes. I really can't stand olives. I've tried them few times, but I just don't like them.
Really? I love olives. My least favorite food is probably liver. The texture and the strong, metallic taste is just not for me.
I agree with you on that one. Final question. What's an activity you strongly dislike doing?
I really dislike shopping for clothes. I find it boring and overwhelming. I'd rather be outside doing anything else.
On the other hand, I love clothes shopping. For me, the activity I don't like is doing laundry. It's such a never-ending chore. I wish I had a magic closet that did it for me.
Now that's something we can all agree on. So, we have our own dislikes, and it's a perfectly normal part of introducing your personality. So, as we've been chatting, I think we've stumbled upon a really effective way to describe yourself. It's not just about listing facts, it's about sharing a mix of what you enjoy and what you don't. That balance really lets your personality shine through.
That's such a good point, Ben. For example, you could say something like, "Hello, my name is Ben. I'm a teacher. In my free time, I love spending time with my dog and I'm a big fan of a good pizza. But I have to admit, I've never been able to get on board with olives."
Exactly. That feels genuine. And you could say, "Hi, I'm Anna. I'm currently a student studying art. I adore my cat and could eat pasta every day, but my absolute weakness is having to wake up early in the morning."
Perfect. It's simple and instantly makes you seem more approachable and friendly. When you step back and look at it, we've actually covered a lot of ground today. Your name, where you're from, where you live, your age, job, family, pets, hobbies, and even your likes and dislikes.
Wow, that's a fantastic toolkit for anyone facing the "tell me about yourself" question. The key is that you don't need to unpack your entire life story all at once.
That's such an important tip. You absolutely get to choose what to share. It's all about context. In a professional setting, you might lead with your name and your job. In a more casual club or group, you might lead with your name and a hobby.
Precisely. If you're in an English class, for instance, you could say, "My name is Ben, I'm from Canada, and I'm here because I have a passion for learning new things and connecting with people from different cultures."
And if you're at a social gathering, like a party, you could keep it light and say, "Hi, I am Anna. I love painting landscapes and discovering new indie musicians." That kind of introduction is like putting out a welcome mat for a conversation.
The other person can easily follow up with, "Oh, what kind of landscapes do you paint?" Or "What's the best concert you've been to lately?" And just like that, a new connection is made. It all begins with that simple, open-ended invitation. "Tell me about yourself."
I love thinking of it as an invitation rather than a question. It's an opportunity to share a small, curated piece of your world. It doesn't have to be intimidating at all.
That's a beautiful way to frame it. You know, Anna, it's been so nice to learn more about you today. I now know you're a talented art student with a love for pasta and the color green, and that you share your home with a sleepy cat named Luna.
And I've learned that you're a dedicated teacher who enjoys pizza and the color blue. and that your life is made brighter by a friendly golden retriever named Max, I'd call this a very successful and lovely conversation.
Absolutely. And we truly hope this has been helpful for all of you listening, giving you more confidence to talk about yourselves.
Remember, you can use these simple building blocks to create your own introduction. The most important thing is not to be afraid. Keep it simple, be yourself, and be friendly.
That is the perfect advice, and never underestimate the power of a warm smile. It translates in any language.
It feels like our time for today is almost up.
Doesn't time just fly when you're having a great conversation? This was wonderful.
It really was. So before we finish, we have a small request for our amazing listeners.
That's right. If you enjoyed this episode and found it useful, please consider subscribing to our channel, Learning English Practical. Giving this video a thumbs up or leaving a like really helps others discover our community.
And share it with a friend or family member who is also on their English learning journey. We want to help as many people as we can feel confident and connected.
And for our daily practice challenge, we want to hear from you. Head down to the comments section below and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, just 1 or 2 sentences is perfect. Share whatever you feel comfortable with.
We would be absolutely delighted to read your comments and get to know you a little better. It makes this a real conversation.
Thank you all so much for spending your time with us today.
Stay safe, keep practicing, and remember to be kind to yourselves.
We will be back soon with another practical and fun episode.